Welcome, true believers, to Bad Wolf Comics. I'm your host, the Bad Wolf, and today we have a fresh set of custom dust jackets for the Fantastic Four by Hickman and the Fantastic Four by Millar Hitch. Stick around, should be fun. Welcome back, true believers, to another Bad Wolf Comics custom dust jacket episode. Today we went with some Fantastic Four. I'm not a huge Fantastic Four fan, but I did want to dip my toes in the water, so I went ahead and got the Hickman run and the Millar and Hitch run. A lot of people raved about the Hickman, and this one looked interesting to me, so I wanted to check it out. I did have a few issues though. None of these have collected covers in the back. None of them. So I wanted to go ahead and fix that. The spine for this one definitely needs some fixing on the font there, so we wanted to go ahead and fix that. There are better covers for these folks, so let's take a look and see what we came up with. Alright, let's just dive right in. We're going to start with our Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman, Volume 1. Now, specifically, this isn't an ugly dust jacket. I don't mind the blue color on the spine. Not a big fan of these heads and circles. It's fine on the cover, but for some reason it bothers me on the spine. It's just a personal pick for me. I also prefer the collected covers on the back, so we're going to have to go ahead and try and fix that. And let's get a different cover on here. So there's your first one, and here's our custom dust jacket. We went ahead and went with this. I like to try and put, especially with team books, I like to have multiple members of the team, or for in this case, all of the members of the team on the custom dust jacket if I can. I always like to change the cover just to make it something different if we're going to go through the trouble of spending material on ink and paper and all that, and going to the trouble of asking Roy to make a file that takes him a few hours to do. Then it's definitely nice to go ahead and change the cover on that. So we did get the cover change. I went through all the covers on the back of the book, and some of I like to go through the extras and see if there's any variant covers there. I did find that I just like this cover the best for this particular volume. Now for the spine, we definitely got the black spine going on, because I like the black spines. And we got a little more color in the actual logo itself, so I just thought this looked a little better. And we got rid of those little, circular heads on the spine. It just looks a little better on the shelf, doesn't draw away from other books. I just like this better. And then, of course, for the back, we went ahead and got the collected covers on there. Being that it's a smaller book, it didn't have as many collected covers, didn't take up the whole back, so Roy was actually able to get a little picture and a description on the back as well. Looks really good. He does great work as usual. By the way, thank you, Roy, for all your help. So that's Volume 1. All right, now we have Volume 2. I don't really care for this outfit for the team. I really like the originals. They got some good variants on the originals, but I really dig the blue. So the white wasn't really great for me, so I definitely didn't want it on the cover. Same thing with the spine on the last one. The blue's fine. That's not a problem, but the heads and circles bothers me, draws away. And then we also had to fix the collected covers. But other than that, let's take a look at what we came up with for that. Now this cover I liked a lot better. It shows the whole team. It shows them in their proper outfits, a little more dynamic, Now the spine is the same as the last one, so it matches. I'll get side by sides of the spine here before we close out. And then, of course, once again, we went ahead and fixed it with the collected covers, and because, once again, it's a smaller book, we were able to fit a little extra on the bottom there to kind of fill it out. But I think those came out really well. I thought this was a much better choice for the cover. I don't know why this turns me off so much, but it just does. Just a personal choice. And that is Volume 2. All right, and this is Fantastic Four by Millar and Hitch. Now this one, I wanted to change the cover because there was a cover that I found that by an artist that he's one of my top 3 or 4 artists, so I definitely wanted to switch it up to that. Definitely don't like just the plain Jane white font on the book. And then once again, we got to fix the collected covers in the back. Let's see what we came up with Roy. So this cover, Mark Silvestri, He is one of my favorite artists. He's right up there with Jim Lee, Andy Krubert, and Todd McFarlane. So when I saw this cover, it was just a must-have. So that's the first thing we did. It wasn't a hard choice. Definitely got the Mark Silvestri cover. Loving it. He's a great artist, great 90s artist too. He did a lot of stuff in the X-Men, which is why I know him so well. But for this, we definitely wanted to change the spine font. We didn't want to copy the same as the Hickman one, but we did want to still go with the blue to kind of match the color scheme. Looks really good with those. Again, we'll get the spine shot shortly. And then on the back here, we did go with collected covers. There wasn't, even though it's a smaller book, I guess that he put a few variants on there, so it ended up filling out the back of the book pretty nicely. So we didn't get an extra picture, but we did get a little description, but it fills out quite nicely. Okay, so here's our differences on the shelf. You can see the difference. It's a huge improvement in my opinion. I think Roy did an amazing job as always. I appreciate you, Roy. And now we're going to get into the creation process of these custom dust jackets. We're going to do a time lapse of the printing, trimming, folding, and wrapping and bro darts of these books. And after that, we'll get our final shot. Don't go away. Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman, Volume 1 and 2, all trimmed. Let's get them wrapped. Fantastic Four by Millar Hitch with a Silvestri cover. Let's wrap it. Alright, next we're going to wrap the Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman, Volume 1 and 2. The second book is on top, so we'll go ahead and start with the second dust jacket here. Over and pull the flaps up, lay it inside, and get it all centered as far as the left and right goes. Once that happens, push it all the way to the top as far as it'll go, and then fold from the bottom. Once we're folded, we use the book to get our spine line. Fold on the flap / cover line. There we go, all done. Use the dust jacket as a measuring tool. Move it around properly, space it, and push it all the way up. And fold from the bottom. Now we will find our line, our spine line. Switch that around. And that's it for the custom dust jackets for the Fantastic Four by Hickman and Millar Hitch. Let me know what you think, folks. Do you guys like the new custom dust jackets? Do you like the originals? Is there something you would have done differently with font or color or cover? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear about it. As usual with all custom dust jackets, I'd like to thank Roy for all of his help and hard work on these. None of this would be possible without Roy. He provides the files. All I do is I choose a few covers and tell him what I want, and he makes the magic happen, man. Once I get that file, I get these all printed up, I fold them out, and we make videos for you folks now. So thank you, Roy, for making my shelves look stellar. Now, as usual, I get 90% of the books that I purchase from Organic Price Books. For those of you that shop at Organic Price Books, don't forget to use the code BADWOLF during checkout for $2 off your order. Now, if you just can't get enough comic talk, you want to see more custom dust jackets, you can always find me at the Bad Wolf Comics Facebook group, and I can also be found lurking in the pages of the Omnibuds Cafe. It's a great place to hang out and talk comics with like-minded folks. You can even find books that you're looking for, people are selling stuff, so go ahead and check out Omnibuds Cafe. But stick around, true believers, Bad Wolf Comics has more to come. Until then, I am the Bad Wolf. This is Bad Wolf Comics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.